inside my DNA. I got royalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
神羅転生
I was born this is why immaculate conception. I just felt like this, perform like this without you. A new weapon, I need
The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. Hello anime heads, welcome back to another fantastic episode. In this episode, we are about to discuss the full recap of a very recent anime series. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. It started broadcasting from October 2021 and ran for 2 consecutive months up to December, containing 12 episodes in its first season. Just like its lengthy title, it also got huge popularity amongst anime fans amidst the small time. So leave a like for this video and get ready for the recap of the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. Here we go. Liu and his allies agree to assassinate the corrupt aristocrats who are aiding in a slave auction. A flashback from his past shows him training a rookie, while also taking out members of a crime gang at the same time. The assassin and the rookie were intercepted by a drone as they attempted to flee, forcing them to improvise to dodge it. As the daylight appeared, the assassin called the organization, announcing his intention to retire and serve as a guide to future assassins in Japan. The assassin and the rookie arrived at a neighboring airport with phony passports and boarded a flight to Japan. Unfortunately, their plane was attacked by an organization fighter jet, and the assassin realized he had been duped. When the assassin died, he was confronted by a goddess who offered him the option of being resurrected as someone completely different or accepting her request and being recreated with his memories intact. Because she needed the assassin to kill the hero of another planet, the goddess wanted him to choose the second option. The assassin agreed to assassinate the hero because he yearned for the happiness he had been denied in his former life due to his emotional suppression. The goddess granted him exceptional abilities and powers, but warned him that he only had 18 years after his birth to kill the hero before the hero caused a devastation to the new world. She also informed him that there was a remote chance that he could save the world without killing the hero. He is then resurrected as a member of the Tuatha De family, a noble assassin family. Liu's physical progress is assessed by his father, who concludes that Liu is ready for a specific procedure that will give him the ability to discern magic in a person or in an environment when he begins his new life. Liu successfully gets the Tuatha De family's mystical eyes, and his father pledges to teach him how to execute the surgery when the time comes. He also finds Dia Viacon, a magical teacher for Liu. Dia gives Liu a Far Stone, a rare gemstone that can evaluate a person's magical ability, in an attempt to gauge his magical potential. However, Liu's power is so great that the Far Stone explodes. This inspires Liu to use Far Stones as improvised grenades. Dia and Liu grow emotionally attached to one another over the next few weeks. Liu demonstrates that he is a lightning-quick learner, learning not only how to synthesize metals, but also to make weapons. He and Dia even learn how to make new spells together, and on their last night together, he offers her a titanium knife as a thank you for being his instructor, while she gives him her Far Stone. As Dia goes, Liu's father determines that it is time for Liu to commit his first assassination while detailing the House of Tuatha De's ways. His victim is a woman accused of several crimes, who try to claim innocence, but Liu kills her gently because he knows she is lying. Liu uses his mana vision to discover someone who can serve as both his servant and his assassination helper. Liu does indeed come across such a person in the form of Tart, a poor girl who had come to the Tuatha De territory in search of a better life. Liu invites Tart to his home after rescuing her from a band of wolves and obtaining permission from his father to train her as an assassin. When Liu reaches the age of 12, he discovers that Tart has honed his spear combat skills but struggles with smaller weapons like knives. Liu devises a special retractable spear that Tart can conceal behind her garments to remedy the problem. Liu believes Tart has become a significant asset in his attempt to murder the hero now that she has a good weapon at her disposal. Liu has amassed a sizable collection of Far Stones as a result of the spells Dia taught him, and he reports to his father indicating that he has been watching Tart all this time and he can confidently state that she is not a spy from another legion. Liu's father informs him that it's time for him to meet him in combat and prove that he's capable of carrying out assassinations. Despite Liu's youth and previous life experience, Xian proves to be a tough foe. Following that, Liu joins Xian in carrying out assassinations, and Xian informs him that to make his task easier, Liu would have to take the identity of a member of the Balor trade family. Xian throws a banquet to commemorate Liu's accession to the Tuatha De throne. Rona, a branch family member, objects to Liu's decision and challenges him to a duel, but he is easily vanquished. Despite this, Liu gives Rona a special sword so that he can continue his nightly training. Liu and Tart set off the next morning on their expedition to the Balor region. Maha and her companions are transported to an orphanage, which turns out to be a front for a prostitution ring. All of the girls, except for Maha, are pushed into prostitution by the local lord. After 2 years, Maha is tracked down by Liu, who goes by the alias Ilig Balor. However, the orphanage director tells Liu that he must wait 3 days before purchasing her. As Ilig Balor, Liu comes up with the idea of starting a cosmetics shop in Miltu to boost the Balor family's earnings while also funding his assassination tasks. He also introduces lotions, moisturizers, and sweets to the new world, resulting in a major increase in sales and a significant market edge for his shop. Orna, barely 6 months after it opened, spy agents employed by competitor enterprises, on the other hand, attempt to infiltrate Liu's home to learn the secrets of his success. Liu captures at least one spy with the help of Tart and Maha, but is unable to extract any meaningful information from him. Even after torturing him, Liu momentarily leaves Miltu to meet Dia to expand his magical skills as his business grows. Liu realizes that he ejaculated while Maha and Tart slept by him, signaling that he is beginning to regard his companions as more than simple pawns. Liu decides to return home and complete his assassin training after establishing a successful business in Miltu. He leaves Maha in charge of Orna, knowing that she wants to grow the company into other areas, and he pledges to visit her. Liu and Tart are ambushed by a pack of wolves on their way home, but Tart quickly dispatches them, and Liu notices that monster attacks on human settlements have increased in frequency, predicting that the hero will appear soon. Liu is brought to his father's study upon his return, where Xian offers him the opportunity to forego the life of an assassin and instead live a quieter life as a trader. Xian is too old to do anything else with his life, but Liu is still free to follow his path. Liu chooses to stay in his current lifestyle, stating that he has fallen in love with Dia and that he will be unable to marry her unless he possesses the privileges of the Elven Kingdom's aristocracy. Accepting his son's choice, Xian assigns Liu his first assassination mission. Liu, the protagonist, is after Count Alsba Wenkor, an aristocrat who has been selling military secrets to neighboring countries in return for Visane, a drug that he distributes across the country. While Liu has no regrets about assassinating the Count, he vows to never forget this assignment because it was the first killing he carried out as a free man, rather than an unfeeling instrument. Liu and Tart receive information from Maha about a divine treasure that Liu has been seeking to acquire for a long time. Liu also learns that the Wycone region is at war and hurries to Dia's house to offer her a way out if the fighting comes to her doorstep. Dia refuses to leave her homeland, citing her responsibilities to her family and people. A wounded soldier subsequently requests that the Tuatha De family murder Dia. Maha's information network has gathered information on the divine treasure Liu has been searching for, and Maha resolves to quickly inform Liu of her findings. Liu's love for Dia is acknowledged by Tart, who assists him in reaching the Wycone region in a method that conserves his magical energy. Xian adds that in an attempt to end the civil war, Dia's father ordered the death of his own daughter. Liu realizes that Dia's death will not be enough to stop the war, and he deduces that he can save Leia by using this assignment. Dia's father and Liu devise a plot to feign Dia's death and safely transport her to the Tuatha De area. The presence of Setanta Maknes, however, thwarts the scheme before it can be carried out, because Setanta wields Gable. Liu knows a direct battle with him will be fatal, so he shoots a magnetically driven tungsten projectile into the atmosphere, stalling Setanta long enough for it to obliterate him. Following that, Dia is adopted by the Tuatha De family under the pretext of being Liu's younger sister. Completing the goal, Liu learns that the hero, Lord Epona Rhiannon, has arrived in the Elven Kingdom sometime later. So that was The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World as an Aristocrat anime in a nutshell. As it is a very new anime series, we would love to know how you liked Season 1. We are also all ears for fan theories. Let us know all in the comment section. Also subscribe to this channel for more exciting episodes like this. And remember to press the notification bell to stay up to date with us. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.